This is Ashley Tambrin with Practical Pearls. Thank you for watching today. I want to talk to you about a subject that is on everybody's mind constantly. Am I happy? And that's my question for you. Are you happy? Feel melancholy? Feel kind of... Are the circumstances in your life not exactly what you'd hoped they would be? Maybe you're in a bad relationship. Maybe you're in a bad job. Maybe things aren't going your way. You're doing something you don't really want to be doing. And so today I want to talk to you about 5 different things that will give you a better chance at being happy regardless of your circumstance. How awesome would that be? If no matter what you were doing or what situation you were stuck in, you could still be happy. Because trust me, if you really think, oh, well, if this was different, then I would be happy. Well, if I was in my dream job, I would totally be happy. Or if I was doing this, I would totally be happy. It's not true. You're never just going to arrive and then be like, oh, I'm happy finally because all the things are going my way. Like, that's not how it's going to work. You're going to have to pull happiness out of yourself through these 5 things in order to be happy sometimes. So let's dive in. The first thing is gratefulness, which I know sounds like a cheesy like cat poster, you know, when he's like hanging on, like hang in there, like, and it is cheesy, but it's very true. That's why you hear it so much. You have to be grateful. You cannot have joy without gratefulness. So start your day out grateful. And for me, it's a prayer. God, thank you so much for all that I have. And sometimes, trust me, things are so frustrating. Today is one of those days. I'll be frank, okay? Today's one of those days for me. I had to get on a molecular level to be grateful. Lord, thank you that I'm breathing. Thank you that I got up out of bed. Thank you for my family, God, my beautiful kids, my awesome husband. You know, thank you so much for that. Thank you most of all, Lord, for my coffee, my beautiful mocha brown coffee. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it's like gasoline for me. I just love it. If any of you out there want to send me some coffee, just give me a heads up. I'll take it. I think all coffee is created equal and I love it. But anyway, whatever it is that you have to be grateful for, that's what you got to start out with. And honestly, I have found that speaking it out of your mouth is what helps bring it even more clear into your mind when you're saying it. That's a huge thing. Say it out loud. And that especially goes for when the world is spinning. You ever have one of those panic attacks that it's like, oh my God, I cannot walk in here. I can't do this. I can't go on this audition. I can't go into this job one more minute. If I hear my kids say XYZ one more time, you know, it's all starting to flow. And that's when you have to say, I'm taking control of my mind. I'm going to tell myself the truth. I am grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be fine. I have things going for me. The way you're talking to yourself and the grateful attitude behind it is key to your happiness, regardless of your circumstance. The next point I want to make is that you have to live in the moment in order to achieve happiness. I think a lot of us are so focused on, well, this is what I'm going to do later. This is what I'm going to do over here. Or, man, if it was only the weekend or whatever, you're constantly thinking about something else. Or while you're in the moment of something, your mind is somewhere else. Say you're at dinner with someone, but really you're texting. You're more concerned about the phone call that you're actually texting about than you are in the moment. For me, God corrected me in this area specifically. I was finding myself getting more and more frustrated when I was at home with my kids. It was like no matter what I was doing, they were coming up to me, hey, we need this, or hey, this, or they were making so much noise I couldn't do something. And I was just really frustrated. And I felt like that God said to me, you need to go and you need to be present with your kids. You need to go play with your kids. And you need to leave the rest, all that you're worried about and all that you're thinking about, up to me. And I was kind of like, okay, how is playing with my kids gonna solve my problem? How is playing with my kids gonna, change my situation? But really, when I was obedient and I went down to it, like got on the floor, rolled around, acted silly, and it didn't even have to be for that long. 15 minutes of just one-on-one, really direct time. I caught myself laughing. I caught myself not as stressed out. I caught myself really engaging with them and creating a memory with them and not remembering why I was so frustrated. And then when I got up from there, I was different. Now, maybe I was only 10% different, but I was still 10% better off than I was before. So I would say be present in your moment. If that means that you're going to your job, that means be present at your job. If you're going to have to sell something, be the best salesman there. Be focused on what's going on there. And I believe that you will reap more happiness out of it because you're focused. Put on hold everything else you have to do. Enjoy the moment. Even if that's taking a deep breath and being grateful that there's fresh air. Be present in the moment. The next key to happiness is living your passion. Once again, I know this is something that everybody's talking about. This is nothing new to you, but maybe I can put a new spin on it, okay? So you have to actively chase that every day, all the time. Some of you are like, well, I don't know what my passion is. For me, for most of my life, I have felt mediocre about everything, really. Just felt like, I'm not really that good at anything specifically. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay at sports. I'm okay at, acting, public speaking. I'm okay at this. I'm okay at that. And I just really didn't understand what my passion was. But you know where I started? Really seeking my passion. I started reading books. I started listening to sermons with that particular subject. I started watching TV shows. I started praying and asking God, what is my passion? Show me who you designed me to be. I'm a puzzle piece. I know I fit, and I need you to articulate it, considering you're the creator. You created me for a very specific purpose, and that's why he created you. You have something very specific you're supposed to be doing. And so you have to actively chase that. It's not going to hit you over the head. You have to think about, what did I want to be when I was a kid? What really excites me? Is it fashion? Is it acting? Is it doing the dishes and being, a mom and being at home? What is it? What is it that brings me passion? I would suggest too, like a person that really does help bring clarity to this subject is a man called Lance Wallnau. Look him up online. He's somebody that really helped me articulate what my passion was. And that's both in a secular realm as well as a spiritual realm, in both ways. Your passion bleeds into every area of your life. It's not just spiritual. It's not just, secular or everyday. It has to do with everything. So I would suggest him. I know Joseph Prince. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of him. He's great at figuring out what your passion is, at being uplifting. These are just a few people that can help you figure that out. So I would say find your passion and actively run towards that. The fourth thing that I would say that can bring more happiness into your life and just increase the overall richness of everything you do is to live an altruistic lifestyle. Altruism is the act of doing something for somebody else, taking the focus off of yourself and your own situation and putting it on another person and their need. This is one of the things that has actually been studied at the School of Happiness in Harvard University. A man named Sean Archer wrote a book called Before Happiness. It's a great book to look into. You can find more in-depth study of happiness, but that's part of what he says. Start your day out writing someone else an email encouraging them, texting someone, just letting them know you love them and that you're there for them, or hey, putting it out there. Can I do anything for you today? Can I help you out? I know you may feel, especially as a mother, let me stop and tell you, I know you may feel like, gosh, all I do is for everybody else. All I do is wipe snotty noses and change poopy diapers and do stuff like that. I'm not exactly referring to that. We all have to do things like that. I'm really talking about going outside your bubble in a different way. Maybe donate. Maybe it's donating clothes to someone in need. Maybe it's taking someone under your wing and mentoring somebody. That is so valuable. Go deliver food to the person next door that's sick. Or the old person, as cheesy as that sounds, go help an old person across the street. I think I'm actually that old person that needs help across the street. But doing something for someone else, that truly will help you be happier. And it has been scientifically proven as well. And then the last thing that I would say to increase happiness in your life would be become a part of a Christian body or of a religious body of some sort. And maybe even that can be a secular body like AA. I don't exactly know what you're going through, but you need to be a part of something that's larger than yourself. For me personally, I will say part of the church body, simply because the church body does a lot of the things that I'm talking about. The church body reaches out to people that are in need. They will get you connected to donating, tithing, giving your money, giving your time, volunteering, helping out. Not only that, but you'll be hearing messages, uplifting messages every week that'll encourage you and spur thought. The Holy Spirit can talk to you about something totally different as well. If you are going to a place where the Holy Spirit is flowing and he's able to talk, then he will stir up other things in your life that you can hear, and you can make sure that you're in alignment with God's will. That will also help you with your passion. It's part of really the key, I guess, to all the others. Get involved. Get linked in with other people that are going in that direction. And I believe that that will evoke happiness. It will give you an opportunity to practice all the other things and make you happier. Not to mention, it will encourage you to increase your personal intimacy with God, with your Creator. That is so valuable. It's going to tell you who you are. It's going to tell you where you're going. And it's going to give you the picture that you can't see. You don't have all the picture. You know what? Sometimes our problems and everything we're going through is so right in front of our face, we can't see it. And that's why it's so important to have a personal, intimate relationship. I don't know if you've ever been told that you can have that, but you can. It can be outside that box. It's important to go to church, but it will also encourage you to have your personal relationship outside of church. Are you being the church when you're not there? And so I would try to listen to God, focus on God, ask him the questions that are so deep within your heart that you don't have the answers to. And it might come through somebody else. The way he answers you, it might not be this voice from heaven like, do this. Like, it's not going to sound like that. He might bring you somebody that's going to be like, hey, why don't you try this? And they'll be the answer. They will be the mouthpiece for God. But I would definitely say that that's one of the things that linking in with a church body will do, is it will encourage you more in your personal walk with God. Thank you guys for watching today. I really hope this helps somebody. I know probably most of you know all this stuff, and I appreciate you for watching, but pass it along. Maybe somebody doesn't. Also, please visit our YouTube channel and watch our Practical Pearls there, or go to our website, practicalpearls.com. Have a good day.